Close your eyes. You are walking into a valley, a small, quiet valley, surrounded on all sides by ancient hills covered in soft pine and gray-green moss. The sky above is deep navy. The first stars are appearing one by one, like someone is slowly pressing them into the fabric of the night. Below, in the valley, is a village. Mosswater. Small enough that everyone knows everyone, old enough that the cobblestones have been worn smooth by centuries of boots and cartwheels and slow, unhurried footsteps. The village is settling in for the night. Curtains are being drawn across lit windows. Somewhere, a mother is singing softly to a child. The baker's oven has gone cold. The last customers have left the inn, and the innkeeper is wiping down the wooden bar in the quiet, the way people do when the day is finally truly over. And then, at the far end of the main street, a door opens. An old man steps out. His name is Elias. He is perhaps 70, perhaps older. His coat is a warm brown wool, worn at the elbows. His boots are heavy leather, and resting across his shoulder is a long wooden pole, with a small flame burning at its tip. Protected from the wind by a tiny glass shield, he is the lantern keeper of Mosswater. He has been doing this for 43 years. He moves without hurry. His footsteps on the cobblestones make a soft, steady rhythm, one that you have heard in your sleep and called it comfort without knowing why. The first lantern is beside the old stone well. He reaches up, lifts the small iron door at the lantern's base, and touches the flame to the wick. For a moment, nothing, and then a bloom of amber light, quiet and warm, spreading softly across the stones, up the wall of the building behind it, catching the edge of a window box filled with sleeping lavender. He moves on, the second lantern, the third, each one the same small ritual. The reach, the touch, the pause, the bloom, and with each one the street behind him grows warmer, softer, more golden. He passes the baker's shop, and even though the oven is cold, he can still smell the faint ghost of bread in the air. He passes the school, its windows dark. He passes the little garden where old Marta grows her roses. The roses are closed for the night, furled tight, waiting for morning. Somewhere behind the baker's shop, the creek is running. You can hear it if you're quiet enough, which Elias always is. A low, steady sound, the water moving over smooth stones, unhurried, going wherever water goes. An owl calls from the chestnut tree at the end of the lane, one low, round sound, then silence, then again. From somewhere over the western hills, Elias can hear the faint rumble of rain, still far away, still gathering itself, but coming. He doesn't mind. He has lit the lanterns in rain before. He will again. The flame on his pole dips and steadies, dips and steadies. He walks on. The last lantern is on the bridge. It is the oldest lantern in the village, its iron blackened and roughened by decades of weather, its glass slightly cloudy with age, but the flame inside it burns just as steadily as all the others. Elias lights it, steps back, watches it. Then he turns and leans his forearms on the stone railing of the bridge, looking down at the creek below. The water is dark, but it catches the light from the lanterns. Broken pieces of amber float on the surface, drift, spin slowly, and disappear around the bend in the creek where the willows overhang the bank. And the night is very dark and very soft. He watches for a long time. He is not thinking about anything in particular. Or perhaps he is thinking about everything. But gently, the way you think about things when you have stopped needing them to be different than they are. The rain smell is closer now, still not here, but close. He breathes in and out. The village behind him is all amber and quiet. Every lantern he has lit tonight is swaying just slightly in the evening breeze. All of them keeping watch. All of them steady. He pushes himself gently off the railing and turns back toward the village. He walks back through the golden street, past the roses, past the school, past the baker's shop and the sound of the creek and the owl who calls again, just once. As if to say good night, he reaches his door, small house, at the edge of the lane, a pot of herbs on the step, a worn mat. He hangs his pole beside the door. The tiny flame at its tip gutters once, and goes out. Inside he fills a small pot with water, sets it on the stove, drops in a pinch of dried chamomile from a jar on the shelf. He waits. The water whispers, and then sings. He pours. He carries the cup to the chair by the window. He sits. Through the glass he can see his lanterns. All of them, the whole street, glowing gold in the dark, swaying very slightly in the wind. The rain has arrived now. Just barely, just the beginning of it. A soft sound on the glass, on the cobblestones, on the roses in old Marta's garden. Elias holds his warm cup in both hands. He does not need to go anywhere. He does not need to do anything else. Everything is lit. Everything is quiet. Everything is well. And somewhere far away in a valley between ancient hills, all the lanterns of Mosswater are burning tonight. Just as they always have, just as they always will. Sleep now. You are safe. Everything is lit. Tonight the world feels a little softer. The lights are dim. The air is still. And somewhere in the distance a faint breeze moves through unseen trees. You're lying comfortably, wrapped in warmth, with nothing left to do and nowhere to go. Just rest. Just drift.